welcome to another episode of Devotion Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, the Cicerone, Lauren Gardner, again coming to you from my home studio. As we at DCW move forward, planning our next live taping to be just around the corner, this week we will again revisit some great matches from the past year. In our main event, we will see the pineapple-clad Tom Chad prove his mettle against the seasoned veteran Mercury Yaden. But first, we revisit the historic and brutal first encounter between Tombstone Jesus and Josh Glade. So now let's go back to February of 2019 to our ring announcer, Turnbuckle Trash's own, Dave Denton.
Introducing first, weighing in at 230 pounds of mountain metal muscle, Tombstone Jesus!
Excited to have Tombstone Jesus here as part of the Devotion Championship Wrestling roster. A man who always brings with him the Tombstoners in kind. Look at all those Tombstone signs up front. Definitely going to be a fan favorite here at Devotion Championship Wrestling.
And his opponent, weighing in at 300 pounds, Josh Glade.
New to the DCW roster is Josh Glade, a man who I've heard is extremely unstable and highly volatile. He's definitely going to be a force that someone is going to have to reckon with, and today, luck of the draw has it for Tombstone Jesus. Fans seem to have already made up their mind about Josh Glade, not seeming to cheer for him, but Tombstone Jesus getting the chant going, getting the devoted faithful behind him, and we've got Tombstoners, as we already said, out here in force. Josh Glade, was he just chewing on the top rope over there? Unstable indeed. We'll see if he's able to have the cognitive whereabouts to attack, or at least make an offensive attack here, but right off the bat, it looks like Josh Glade going out into the fans. Now having words with our official, rubbing his head like he's confused or upset about something. Not really sure what his game plan is here. He's going over to some fans now. Oh no, come on. Oh, he just blew his nose on a fan. Tombstone has had enough of this, goes after him to get him into the ring to get this started, and right off the bat, Josh Glade uses the separation to get the upper hand, delivering multiple stomps to the chest of Tombstone Jesus, now bringing him up to his feet and ahead right into a turnbuckle. Oh, did you hear that chop? And just a grimace of sheer delight coming from Josh Glade. Glade now whips Tombstone Jesus into the corner, follows it up with a running lariat. Oh, you can just hear the shock sent through the ring into the floor. And now, Josh Glade setting up for a standing suplex and stalling it at its height. Oh, this is going to come down hard for Tombstone Jesus. Oh, echoing throughout the arena. Goes for a pinfall. 2 count right there. Our sophomore official, Ref Phillip, here tonight, keeping the law. And he might need to exert some... Oh, come on now. He's chewing on the knuckles. Glade is chewing on the knuckles. Our official, sophomore official that is, Ref Phillip, letting Josh Glade know that that's not going to be allowed here, mister. Tombstone Jesus making an attempt at an offensive comeback, but oh, those big ham hocks of the 300-plus pound Josh Glade. And now, possibly out of his sheer girth, blocking the view of the official, trying to chew on the forehead, gnawing away at the forehead of Tombstone Jesus. Josh Glade now into a bulldog position. No, he's rubbing the forehead against the top rope and puts his head right in to a turnbuckle. So far, this has been all Josh Glade. Oh! Goes to splash into the corner. Now Tombstone Jesus, multiple cross slaps across the face, followed up by a knee. Tides have seemingly turned. Tombstone Jesus calling his shot right here. Signal peak, bulldog takeover, beautifully done. but not enough to keep Josh Glade down. Quickly gets up to his feet, but I'm not sure how with it he is. A big splashed elbow coming from Tombstone Jesus going and gets the hip toss. Wow, pitching Josh Glade all the way across the ring. Some definite power that Tombstone Jesus has got. Josh Glade sizes him up, goes for another lariat, misses. Tombstone Jesus with the shoulder tackle puts down Glade into supine position, comes back with an elbow drop and a 1 count. Just a 1 count. Josh Glade with so much power, able to come out of that with relative ease. Despite his very uncouth and unsportsmanlike actions, I'm impressed with Josh Glade. A sheer powerhouse here. Right now, he's got Tombstone Jesus almost on the apron, but brings him back up and grabs him by the trunks and there pitches him right out. Gosh, Tombstone Jesus hitting the floor with a sickening thud. Oh, come on now, blowing his nose on the already down Tombstone Jesus. This is frustrating. The Tombstoners and devoted faithful alike are definitely not happy with how this has been going so far, and it's really hard to combat someone who's bending the rules as much as Josh Glade is. Oh, those big ham hocks, those axe-like swinging hammer fists. And now, what's he? He's tying Tombstone Jesus up into the top and second rope. Tombstone. Oh, that's uncalled for. Come on now. Completely uncalled for. Our official is not going to let this go on much longer. I can definitely see that. Our ref Phillip now trying to get Tombstone Jesus untied here so he can get out. I mean, being tied up, Glade has picked up a, is that a whip? Has he got a whip? Oh, no! Whipping Tombstone Jesus. Oh, again. Oh, my gosh. That's no conventional whip. Look at that, folks. That's a cat of nine tails. Oh, get someone out here. This has got to stop. Out comes our ring crew to give some reprieve to Tombstone Jesus. Glade continuing with this onslaught. However, now Glade's taking out the ring crew. Again, with the cat of nine tails to the poor ring crew. Oh, luckily our official able to jump out of the way. I can't. This is horrible. This is awful. This is not what DCW stands for. I am just dejected. This should have been a great match.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 6 minutes and 15 seconds, the referee called a stop to the match due to a disqualification, designating Tombstone Jesus the winner.
Tombstone Jesus coming away with the W today, not the way he wanted to get it. I'm sure that we are going to see repercussions from this match in the future.
to take a lot of your time. I know you came out here tonight to see wrestling and not to hear me talk, but I do want to say this. This is my second trip now to Devotional Championship Wrestling, and I am so impressed by not only the men and women in the back who come out here and work their butts off, but I am, yes, give it up. But I am also equally impressed with the wrestling fans here in Utah. So I would just like to say, based on my experiences here, I have made the decision to make a commitment to DCW Wrestling. And I will be here month after month after month, and I will guarantee you, you will see the best wrestling the state of Utah has ever seen. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you.
Welcome back to Devotion Championship Wrestling. Make sure to mark your calendars for Saturday, May 30th, as DCW will be hosting a Polynesian plate sale and barbecue at the West Valley City Recreation Center. Starting at 11 a.m., come with an empty stomach and support your Devotion Championship Wrestling. Folks, I'm being told that we have a remote camera live at the Gateway and that the Brothers Smith are at the DCW arena. I guess we'll throw to the Brother Smith.
Oh, brother, we did it again! We did, this is also true. We taught the homeboys a lesson. That's also true. Whoa, brother. Social distance.
My bad, brother, my bad.
Hey, did you get the directions for the next show?
I think it's here, brother.
Are you sure this door?
Yeah, let's try it.
That door.
That door.
Let's try this.
Wait!
What?
It's under construction.
Oh, that's right.
It's this one.
Were we in that one? Oh, the
Grand Hall! It's gotta be this one.
This is also true. Hey, look, two handles. We can grab. Oh,
Perfect, ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3!
wait a minute, what's this? Hello?
Oh, why is it locked? Why is it locked?
There's a cowboy hat. This is the...
We gotta go to the front entrance.
The front entrance?
Let's go.
Let's go. We got the good book and the belts. Hey, flowers.
I think the Brother Smith might have been cooped up in the Tombstone compound for a little bit too long. At any rate, this week's main event. Here's Dave Denton to introduce the competitor.
Introducing first, weighing in at 310 pounds, Tom Chad.
Coming from the Derriere Farm, DCW original, like you said, fan favorite, bringing the pineapple power, and I'm excited to see tonight what he has in store for his opponent from Rocky Mountain Pro.
That's right. He's going to be taking on one Mercury Yaden.
Yeah, how about that?
Tonight. This is Mercury Yaden's second time here at Devotion Championship Wrestling. However, he's not with Curtis Coles this week.
And his opponent, weighing in at 260 pounds, Mercury Yaden.
Well, here's the thing. I think in his prime, Mercury Yaden was gym tough.
Oh, in his prime.
In his prime. Now, as you can see now, he's still rocking gym culture.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't know if he's rocking that gym bod. Okay. Now you've got gym tough. Okay. And then right here with Tom Chad, you've got farm tough.
Exactly.
Right?
No, I understand
You've
that.
got practical tough. He's out there changing pipe. He's milking cows. He's bulldogging actual cows, from whence the term we get bulldogging. Right. Mercury Yaden out here.
Sure.
I mean, people love to hate him. I happen to really appreciate his intro music.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about him being past his prime. We did see him doing his stretches there as he was coming to the ring. So, more experience than Tom Chad. So he has the experience advantage. I'll give you that.
How many juicy sweatsuits did he have to cut up to make his singlet?
Yeah, well, Tom Chad appealing to the fans here, trying to get everybody behind him. Mercury Yaden, not quite as popular with the DCW fans. Last show he was in Salt Lake City. He was jaw-jacking with folks in the front row.
He was taking things a little bit personal. And let's see if he can just let that behind him and actually get into some action tonight.
Like I said, folks, Tom Sherlock here with Lauren Gardner, and it is so great to be calling DCW action again here at Back in Session.
Now, right now, Mercury Yaden is upset because our official, Ian, asked if he was ready, and Yaden said that he didn't reply. Ian assumed that he gave a head nod saying that he was ready, and so he just asked, "Are you ready now?"
Well, he's the official. Ian's the official. He's the one who's in charge here. You got to respect his decision. He's the guy laying down the law in this competition.
Oh, okay. Yaden apparently is
What's he asking for? Tom Chad says he wants to bite his face off.
He just wants to bite his face off.
It's time to go. It's time to fight. Look, I don't know what Yaden's doing here, but here at DCW, we fight.
Okay, I think. Yep. We're getting around the ring. We're getting ready for some big brawling action from these two house hounds here.
Yeah, Mercury with the calisthenics there, except for it looks like he gave up at the last second.
Sometimes you gotta pace yourself.
I see what you were saying earlier.
I see what you were saying. Yeah.
Posing for the camera as well. This has got to be frustrating. He's playing mind games with Tom Chad is what he's doing.
Well, he's playing mind games with him, and he's also taking his time. Tom Chad, he doesn't have the longest attention span.
Well, here we go. Back to the calisthenics, but this time Tom Chad returns the favor playing
Goes
mind
out.
games with
what's
Mercury.
that? He's getting a nacho.
Nachos? Wait a minute. That's his pre-workout?
Hey, if it works, go with it. Tom Chad has now got nacho.
Yeah, Tom Chad seems to be a little more pumped up now that he had the nachos. Wow! Oh, look at that!
Yeah, fans reacting well.
This actually reminds me of Manny Lemons when he gets the lemons and it gives him the extra power.
Yeah.
This is a nacho Hulk up, if you will.
No pineapple power up, but a nacho power up. Let's see if it's going to work here.
Do nachos belong on pizza? Do nachos? Because pineapples do.
According to Tom Chad, yes, they do. I think he also puts ranch on his lasagna as well.
That makes sense as these two competitors lock up in the center of the ring with Mercury Yaden getting the best of Tom Chad to start out. Well, no, they're pretty even actually.
That's a smart move though for Yaden, putting his hands right up across his eyes. You can't see. You can't direct anyone's head if your eyes are palmed, if you will.
Yeah, well, if the mind games have failed and the wrestling looks like it's going to fail, then rake a guy's eyes. That's Mercury Yaden's deal.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Hooking back up once again, these two bulls in the center of the ring.
Strong collar and elbow.
Referee Ian looking on. Yep, it's still a break.
You see the power?
Stalemate.
The power behind Tom Chad. Yaden was having to crane his neck back just to keep from being pulled down under.
Yeah, well, we were talking about who would have an advantage here. They're pretty even so far. Not with the fans, but definitely with the wrestling.
Well, the fans don't decide the outcome, Tom, so
That's true.
I don't know why we need to get hung up on that.
That's true. These two competitors mirroring each other, looking for the best advantage, best possible.
We're looking for an
angle here to lock up.
All right. Good lockup right here.
Third lockup in the center of the ring.
Oh, man, like two Mack trucks in a pulling contest.
Oh, there we go. Now we've got some wrestling going on. We've got Mercury Yaden with that side headlock. Yeah, he is cranking it.
He needs to sprawl out. Not going to happen, though.
Here we go. Tom Chad whips Yaden off the ropes. Yaden comes back. Double belly bump. Stalemate again.
Says Tom Chad.
Both competitors going off the ropes. Now, wait a minute. This is not a marathon, and I mean a literal marathon.
This is going to end well for either of them.
Now, I was about to ask you, as the match went on, who it was going to, who would have the advantage. But
I think
no one has the advantage right now.
The official would have the advantage. Yeah. It would be easier to keep up with the two of them the longer this goes.
Pretty poor exhibition of calisthenics so far.
Well, you weigh 300 pounds and hit the ropes like that.
There we go. Now we're back to the brawling that we expected to see when this match started. As Mercury Yaden gets in some good strikes on Tom
I think
Chad.
Yaden is now ready to employ his game plan.
It doesn't matter if you're 300 pounds if you're down on all fours.
Not gonna happen.
Well, but it does matter if you're 300 pounds and someone's trying to slam you.
The tickle attack! The tickle attack from Tom Chad.
That's some unconventional offense.
He's all about having a good time. He's here to party.
Looking for a vertical suplex here is Yaden.
I think his eyes might be bigger than his stomach on this one.
Yeah, he's not getting the leverage he needs to get the big 300-pounder up.
And, yep, he's wrenched his back in doing it.
Now-
This is going to come back to bite him in that veloured bottom of his.
There's no now, but see what he did. He was smart. He got to the corner and he bought himself a little bit of time. Dirty and underhanded, but bought himself. Look at that back body drop! Wow. The bigger they are, the harder they
The
fall.
harder
Lauren.
they fall, and the harder it is to come back after something like that for both of them. I think they've both might have blown a gasket, so to speak.
Pin attempt by Yaden. Ian in position with a 2 count, but we're not going to get any further than that. Not with Tom
Chad going back to the nacho well right now.
Wait, this is no time for a snack.
He has got another nacho, and he's feeling it.
Oh, he's hulking up again.
He is feeling it. Nacho!
Tom Chad's feeling the nacho power. I can't believe I just said that.
Fans are chanting nacho, clearly behind Tom Chad and his ethnic eateries.
Oh, man. Look at that. He's just wrenching on that wrist of Mercury Yaden. Now he's got both of
All
them.
the while still chomping on what's left of the nacho in his mouth.
Looks like Ian's making sure that everything's okay there. Like we're not choking. We're not breaking any rules with that knuckle lock.
Ooh. Man, I tell you what, that is a hard punch. Anytime you've got a strike that's going downward from the top down, you've really got to watch out not to hurt yourself.
Oh, look at that! Look at that elbow. 2 count, not enough.
2
Tom
count.
Chad gets the right shoulder up. Now, I mean, it's a series of strikes, but then while Tom Chad's down, Yaden's using his experience advantage to make sure he keeps him down.
Absolutely,
Smart.
absolutely. No, it is. This, I mean, to use the term seasoned doesn't do it justice.
Oh, do you think the nachos were seasoned?
You know what? I actually had some of the nachos earlier tonight, and
Oh.
they are seasoned well. Oh, big!
Oh, what a chop!
Big chop from Tom Chad.
Yaden tries one. No way! Inverted
my
atomic
God,
drop.
Atomic drop.
Off the rope. Tom Chad with a leg lariat.
Oh, so bought lariat, bringing him down.
Well, that's
Is
gotta
that
be
it?
it. That's gotta be it.
I think this is it. We're gonna see it right here.
Tom Chad can fly.
We're gonna see it right here. Should we go party? He asks.
You darn right we should go party. Yaden looks like he's a party pooper.
Goes in.
That's Tom Chad taking too much
Comes
time.
off the ropes.
Whoa.
And
Oh, here it comes.
oh, churning butter.
Churning butter. Ian in position. That's a 3 count. Tom Chad beats Mercury.
The winner of this match by pinfall, Tom Chad.
And it looks like Farm Tough is the tougher of the two toughs. Tough night.
It's going to be a long ride back to Colorado for Mercury Yaden. I mean, you come to Salt Lake City and you're facing Tom Chad, you know you're going to be in a fight, so he had to expect
You gotta
this.
expect it. Hopefully he's got some credits on his Audible account. He can listen to some stuff that'll keep him going. I don't think he's gonna have service the whole way. He can't listen to his own Twitch stream that way. And Tom Chad, in brotherly fashion, is offering him some nachos. But I think Yaden might be feeling a little bashful about his size and how it malaffected him this evening.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's feeling very well after that churning butter, so I don't think he's going to accept the nachos.
Fool humans, there is no escape.